You going for your paper?
Yep.
I got a kitty cat that wants some attention. Hey, Gray. Good morning. You too? Slate actually came over and let me brush on her for just a minute. Hey, baby girl. And then she said, no more. It's not my thing, Mom. Her mom, on the other hand, Gray, well, she'll take all she can get. Hi, Panther. How are you, buddy? You're such a good boy. Yeah, it's going to get hot today, buddy. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be 93 here. Don is inside enjoying his coffee and waiting for the bridge to get in the shade, which won't be too much later in the day. There's no reason to be out there staining in the bright sun. It's a trade-off between hotter temps, but in the shade. I bought several years ago and had previously put together this Lego Women of NASA set. Margaret Hamilton, Nancy G. Roman, Mae Jemison, and Sally Ride are the 4 women featured. I guess after watching Hidden Figures the other day, I have to wonder if this is actually the specific women that should have been shown. But you can see that I have added those figures to the back of my what's turning into Lego space display. I'm going to spend a few minutes this morning putting together bag 4, which looks like the rest of the rocket plus the 2 boosters. We are getting ready to watch videos, and I can see the TV just fine from my spot here in the kitchen. So a lot of time with Lego builds, they tell you to build something and then they tell you to repeat it or to build more than one. And you can either do them together part for part or do one and come back and start over and do the second one. So I'm building the second booster now. There is a axle in the bottom of the end of the booster here, and I had a good bit of trouble pushing that in, but I did get it. This is one of like a robot part we would use. I just think it's mostly for, well, it holds on the bottom of the booster, but it being so long also keeps all the parts from coming apart. And there's another axle in the top under the dome there. And again, I think it's just for making sure that this thing is really stable and doesn't come apart. And I like a solid, firm build, so that's good. There's actually like a, it's a smaller version, well, it's one of these. Is in the middle of this booster, and that gives it a bunch of stability too. So I really think the design here is good. It won't be coming apart. So I'm assembling the rocket now, and one of the things they showed in the instructions is that you would fold up the solar panels, and then the satellite is meant to fit inside of there as the cargo. And what this rocket was obviously designed to do, I guess this way looks prettier, was deploy the satellite. So I will display it out of there, but that was the cargo for this rocket, was to deploy the satellite. I'm starting on bag 5, and bag 5 is the actual launch pad.
Okay, looky what we've got here. My girl has talent. She's a queen of Legos. I can follow instructions, and I have good perseverance. Yeah. I was talking with Don about, maybe we'll need a dowel rod to go in the bottom so it won't tip over so I can display it. Look at these smart Lego engineer master builder people. Wow,
it's not going anywhere. I mean, it's really solidly designed. I've had a few Lego builds over the years that would fall apart and were frustrating. This is not one of them. Even inside the little towers over here, it has axles so that there's no way. It's not just relying on the pieces being together. It also has axles in there. There's no way it's coming apart. So
I agree. That looks very steady.
I'm super stoked. And it even has, let me take this back off down here. You can't appreciate this from the box, but those of us that follow SpaceX, it even has water.
Oh yeah, the
water
shooting
in there at the bottom to cool everything down.
Yeah, you can see that it looks like little translucent splashes.
Yeah, if they're orange, they're flame, and if they're blue, they're water. So, and if purple is like electricity. But I am super, super stoked about this and how it's come together.
Yeah. Very cool.
So bags 6 and 7 are up next, and they are mission control, the whole building. So I'm going to stop for now, and either later today or tomorrow I'll work on mission control. Don's got him a new camo tarp.
Yeah.
It's just supposed to blend into nature a little more over here in our corner of the carport.
Yeah, well, I mean, the blue one just kind of like stuck out.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting this to disappear. But, you know, maybe at first glance, it won't be the very first thing you question, what's under that tarp? You know, maybe after you look around and say, oh,
there's a tarp over there.
There's a tarp. Wonder what's a, you know, it'd be the third question you ask. So that's all I'm trying to do.
These are the tools of the trade today.
Yeah.
Let's go knock out this deck. It's hot out there, though.
Yeah, well, it's 91, you know. The can says you're only supposed to paint up to 90, so technically we probably shouldn't be painting.
It's in the shade, though. It's cooler in the shade. Not getting out of it. Honey, I want to work under the house today with the spiders and the must and where it's only 60 degrees. Can we work under the house today? It does. So if I pass out from heat exhaustion, just help me get up underneath there on the cement, okay?
Well, it's not humid.
Yeah, it's not too bad in the shade. I'm putting on. It could be cooler though.
Oh, it could be.
I put a couple of metal plant holder things in the ground to keep the butterfly bush from touching the bridge. Hopefully that'll be sufficient. Tuck says, I sure am glad my people are out here with me this afternoon. I think I'll sleep nearby and watch them work. Tuxie.
They said I won't see you coming.
Actually coming along pretty good. It's not bad in the shade. There's a breeze. Tux must be in really happy kitty because he's asleep down there in a nice cool spot. He's got his people down here with him. So we're good.
For sure, one blink now we're standing face to face. And I'm hesitant to open, you'll come my direction. I get in ahead of myself. You're smiling cause you know you got my attention. Now it's up to me. You're looking at me and I can't help stare. Right there, right there. I'm coming for you, so be patient, dear, just stay right there. You're looking at me and I can't help stare. Right there, right there. I'm coming for you, so be patient, dear, just stay right.
Well, all things considered, he only ran over the bridge one time, and it was right before we started the second coat, so it was no big deal. If he'll just stay off it for like 30 minutes, it's dried so quickly today. Don says he's very pleased that there's very little wear and tear on the wood and it looks brand new again, and I have to say that I agree with him. And it really wasn't that bad, especially with both of us working on it. I swore after we painted your house and then my house that I was never touching the paintbrush again, so it's only how much I love you that I would not leave you out here by yourself.
If you look at this one newel post here, it's cracked really bad. But those did not come with the
bridge. Yep,
the
we bought
bridge.
them at Home Depot.
I bought those at Home Depot, and I made the little round disc with a little saber saw and my belt sander and a drill, and spun the disc around until it turned round. But what I'm saying is those little knobs didn't come. I thought it needed something on the top. So that splitting and cracking
It had something, but we didn't like it. We didn't like it. So
right.
you did this instead, and then I was super happy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
there was a reason why. And I don't remember necessarily at the time. I think it might have had something to do with the nice round knobs are good for birds.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It might have been. Whatever it was, we didn't like. Neither one of us liked it, and you came up with this. So
I came up with this. That's right.
Don must have been a good boy today.
I was honest, I was.
He's got ice cream.
I got ice cream.